Oh, there you are, YouTube.
Number 4.
What do we got? What are we watching today?
The Holiday.
The Holiday. Oh, such a great film.
We love that one.
I've seen The Holiday many, many times, and I think I need to sort of reevaluate it this time. Or I have, during this viewing, have sort of reevaluated this movie because while some things that I've always thought about it are still true, they may not be as bad as I once thought before. Watching this movie, we have 4 main characters: Jude Law's character, Kate Winslet, Jack Black, and Cameron Diaz. And I've always believed Cameron Diaz to be the weak link of the 4. I still believe that, but like when I used to watch this movie, it was always like sort of agonizing to watch her parts. It was like, oh, come on. You are ruining this movie. You're not ruining the movie, but these parts of the movies I'm just not as interested in. But now, and it always felt like Jude Law was doing a lot of the heavy lifting, I guess, also, because they are always paired together in this movie. But this viewing just, I think I sort of figured out what was going on. Maybe everything that she's doing that I thought was terrible acting, because I think she's, in other things, I don't know if she's like that great of an actress. I think she does fine, but never like blown me away or anything that I can think of. But in this movie, she is supposed to be somebody who works constantly, addicted to work, workaholic, all those terms. And she doesn't have much social interaction with people outside of work. And when she's interacting with people in work, like Catherine Hahn or John Krasinski, everything seems smooth and fine, and her character is able to connect with them. And then everything else, I'm realizing, where I was sort of calling that bad acting, I think might have been a choice in sort of creating an awkward character. There's an awkwardness to her, and maybe, I don't know if I thought it was bad acting or a bad choice or what, but in past viewings, but now it's like connecting with me. I'm sort of getting it now and thinking it works because she doesn't know how to be on the same level as everyone else. So she is very stiff and awkward and just doesn't have the communication skills for regular life. Has them at work, but not for normal living. So I think that is what I like, a new conclusion I've come to when it comes to her, Cameron Diaz in the movie overall, like her acting. I think I just always thought it was like bad acting, but I think it was a choice, and now this viewing is the one where it was kind of like, okay, yeah, I think this kind of works. Like, it just wasn't as cringy as I've thought in the past. Like, it's always kind of been like, ugh. But not this time. I was just kind of like watching it and like getting it. Like, okay, yeah, I think that works. I think that works. And you can see her striving to be on someone else's level. Like, at the very end, when we see her and Jack Black together, like, this is the very, very end, you can tell, you know, she's much more comfortable in her own skin outside of work, but she still has a little bit of awkwardness where she's, you know, trying to meet people, match people on their level. And I see that now as not bad acting, like I'm trying to be on the same level as this actor, but her character trying to be at the same level as this other character because she doesn't have the same social interaction experience as the other people do. So I don't know. I think I am now looking at this movie. I've always loved it. Always loved it. I'm not saying I've ever like disliked this movie. It's always been one of my favorite Christmas movies, like, since it's come out. But where I used to think Cameron Diaz was like a major weak link, I no longer think that anymore. I think it all she's not weighing anything down, and nobody's having to do heavy lifting anymore, in my mind, to keep the film afloat. The film really doesn't need that, people to keep it afloat because it holds its own. But, I always thought was kind of weighing things down a little bit, but I don't think I think that anymore. So, yeah, I'm turning a new leaf on this film. Always loved it, but maybe I love it even more. Here's the thing. I've always loved it. This is what I'm trying to say. Because I don't want people to think I didn't like this movie before. It's just turning a new leaf on Cameron Diaz in this movie. That is what is changing. But yeah, this movie, I feel like today it was just extra emotional too, watching it. I don't know why, but when Kate Winslet and Jack Black, when they sort of have their moment at the theater where Eli Wallach is giving his speech, I just, their moment when, it just is so perfect, so beautiful. I love their reactions when they realize, make the commitment to spend New Year's together, and it just, everything was, my eyes were very, very dry, very dry, very wet, very misty, and the lights on the Christmas tree were just growing because my eyes were so watery. It was beautiful. I love this movie. Do you like this movie? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And, well, actually, before that, let's go to what the kids got in their advent calendars today. Who do we have today?
No, kids.
Who's in there?
What'd you get?
Who is it?
Fluffy.
Aww.
Let me see.
He's so cute.
Oh, hey there, Forky. That looks so nice. And there's a close-up of Forky. See the way those pipe cleaner arms wrap around his body? Oh, 4, December 4, where are you?
Here.
Who do you think's on the chocolate?
Here, pull it open.
It's okay.
Who's it gonna be? Daisy, you were right.
Wow.
You got
I see
Daisy. Show
Daisy.
Sissy.
And with that, perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.